In Nigeria, we are not helping the matter. We are not what? We are not helping the matter. Because everybody waiting for government, waiting for his brothers, waiting for his relatives. How can an adult go to the house of an adult asking for money? And supposing the person said they didn't have, how do you check home? And how do you think a young man can help an adult? You that has 5 children, 1 wife, to go and borrow 200,000 from somebody that you want to use it for a trade. You cannot, you are going to fight at the end. In Lamentation 5, from verse 4 to 10, he said, so church will live by another. Adébóyè ò lè gbà another. Even àìmọye àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ tó ṣe lọ sápàdé. Àìmọye àwọn ẹbí Oyèdèpọ̀ tó ṣe lọ sápàdé. Àwọn ẹbí Marcus tó ṣe lọ sápàdé. Because olóòótọ́ àwọn tí ẹ̀ wá, ó láwọn èèyàn tí ẹ̀ ò gbà. Ó ní àwọn tó gbà ní àfi agbára fún láṣẹ kí ní láti dọ̀mọ́ náà.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
In another message, he said, our destiny is in our hand.
Yes.
He said,
because he said in the book of Matthew 10 and Matthew 10, from verse 28, he was telling us that when you read down, only that's to let you know that the man who created us is an accountant. And when you look at the creation of the first female in the Bible, in the book of Genesis 2 and 3, he said he made the man to sleep. So that means our father himself is a doctor, he's a surgeon. So he knows everything. And he said in the book of Isaiah 59, from 1 to 10, he said, my hand is not short, my eye is not what? It's not diesel, or my eye is not, I'm not deaf. But it's your inadequacy. Your lies, your this, your that. You know, for somebody that has no job. Rather for you, there is job in Nigeria. You can go to Atom and be digging grave. That's money they will pay you. If you can dig 10 graves in a week, yes. People die every day, every hour. We could remember in Nigeria the other time when they call a man Sunday Boku. Yes, he work in loot. He work in loot and he make his living throughout. He even never thought of going to America, going to the airport. Every day you wake up and go there. Then they will tell them, go to that social road. The woman will drop them for social, they will come with that. So then you can even drive a truck. In Nigeria, in America, graduates are truck drivers in logistics. Then when you look at some private mortuary everywhere, people can invest in that too, because we die every day. Even when you look at those people who operate mortuary and morgue, all these things, they too go to Alafa, they go to Prophet, if they're not making enough sales. Who do you want to go there? You can be their son and can be their daughter. If that is it. Then you can go to farm and till the land. Then you can even buy a diesel and hang around the streets and be selling it. Then you can do bowling. You can be doing, you can have an e-trade where you produce money and everything and take it to the banks. But everybody is waiting for government work. Do the government have job? No. Those working in Michelin, they disbanded them. And those working in Dunlop, they are no more there. But tomorrow, Redeem is full. Deeper Life is full. Then Celestia is still full. Go to Mecca, they are there. What are they doing there? They cannot tell you what they are doing. What do they travel there to go and get anointment? How many? What do they use the anointment for? Nothing. You only put on the Susanna by 8 o'clock in the morning when you're going to church. By 10 and you close by 2. And everything that happened after 3 o'clock is history. You get what I'm saying? So we waste our money. We talk on things that cannot bring what? That cannot bring anything benefit to us. There are a lot of people who, Nigerians are using smartphone. And Nigerians are not smart. Nigerians are not what? They are not smart. And everybody wants to use smartphone. And some people buy credit, buy this and that, and be calling. Oh, you do know what we said they want to do? Establish. And Buhari wanted to bring some machinery from what? From Kenya, from this and that. And this is what they are using the telephone to do. So that is it. So that's the reason why. Then when you look at the book of Proverbs 6, Proverbs 3, then Proverbs 1 from verse 18, then he was even telling us in the book of Proverbs 17 verse 13, then Proverbs 15 verse 2 to 4. Then when you look at the book of Proverbs 16 verse 1 to 5, then when you look at the book of Isaiah 3, 10, 11. Then when you look at the book of Exodus 23 from verse 20. And when you look at the book of Jeremiah 8, 18, and Jeremiah 31 from verse 20. Then Isaiah, Jeremiah 30. Then he's telling, I put it before you today, dead or alive. Pick one. Then he said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 to 5, Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 to 17, and he was verse 44, 47, 48, 49. He said, if you never praise me as God, I will withdraw all these things away from you. So automatically, in Nigeria, we are not helping the matter. We are not what? We are not helping the matter. Because everybody waiting for government, waiting for his brothers, waiting for his relatives. How can an adult go to the house of an adult asking for money? And supposing the person said they didn't have, how do you check home? And how do you think a young man can help an adult? You that has 5 children, 1 wife, to go and borrow 200,000 from somebody that you wanted to use it for a trade. You cannot, you are going to fight at the end. And there's no anywhere in the Bible that the Bible tells you to borrow somebody money. No. He said if there's anybody that came to your run to your house in the evening, if the knock is your door, and if you know your children are in bed, they are all well fed, then you can dash the leftover rice. You can dash out the leftover eba for them to eat. So he didn't say you should give them anything that is money. There's not any money designed in the Bible that we should spend. So that's why he said in Luke 14, verse 20, 24, 25, 26. He said, who amongst you who wanted to build the house, who never approached his account? And then before he called the architect. If eventually by prophecy, he called the man to come and do this work, he will not be able to gain anything because we are going to make jest of him. And that's what he said. Then, he was even telling us in the book of John 15, John 16, he said, any one of us, any one of these 3 that fail to bear fruit will be pruned off because of it. And when you look at the book of 1 Timothy 4, 1 Timothy 5, and then 2 Timothy 4 and 5, he said, that's verse 6. When you want to put him at Hojekini, no one lie. So that's it. So church will live by another. At the point you'll live by another. If I'm going to be a to lost a party. I'm going to be a day to lost a party. I'm going to be my cost to lost a party. Because all of I want to hear what? All I want you to hear about. Only I want to talk about the affair of flash again. The only person don't respect alone like don't each other. And when you look at the Northerners, till tomorrow, they are busy working. I want to watch it to one flower, local, Abu Salam local, Buhari local. Then all the Northerners, they have their farms. Then ask the people, ask Fashala, he has no farm. Then ask Tinubu, he has no farm. They want to feed from the government. And when you look at Lamentation 3, Lamentation 5, in Lamentation 5, from verse 4 to 10, he said, and if it's about your talent, and when you look at the book of Daniel 1, verse 8 and 10, 2 to 10, then when you look at Daniel 2, from verse 16 to the end, then when you look at Daniel 5, Daniel 6, it says amongst all the ministers, Daniel was one of the best. Daniel was one of the best. You remember what he said in the book of Psalm 137? He said, by the rivers of Babylon, where we should think about what we are enjoying before look at where we are now. He said, but I will not eat anything you brought up from the palace. So, and when you look at the book of Genesis 37, Genesis 39, and Genesis 40, and Genesis 41, from verse 18 to the end, then Genesis 43, from verse 25 to 31, and Genesis 45. Then when you look at the book of Genesis 49, and Genesis 50, verse 10 to 17, he said, if you think you will not follow me to go back to Egypt, after we have buried our father, you only make a mistake. Because you are thinking as if I'm going to revenge. I'm not God. And when you look at the book of Genesis 26, he said Isaac went back to work on to start an irrigation farming. He started what? An irrigation farming. All the wells is from his father. He started working on it. And if today, in those days, you can even snap Dangote cement. Gather your friends together. They can make a clay block and set up a building. And they even use the clay to cement, to flood everywhere, and then set fire into the house. Then the block will be strong. And if you shot on that, the moldy block, the bullet will not go. But if you shot on Dangote is a block, it goes. So automatically, we don't need to wait for Dangote. We don't. How old was Dangote? We remember when we were buying cement in those days, 2 naira, 30 naira, 4 naira, 3 naira. But he came now. What does he add to it? He's taking out the limestone from our area, then digging grave under the soil. Then by tomorrow there will be earthquake. After some 80 or 70 years, the people coming behind will be well visited with earthquake. But he never done this one in the north. He was digging it in the south. When you get to Benue, when you get to Kogi, it's Dangote. When you get to Ogun State, it's Dangote. They go and price the cement. It's very exorbitant. But our local is about fair and lower. Now, one tabota ni Jendo Mura. One rice in Babioje. One one Babiote. Well, if you don't talk, they do leave me alone. So, most of them have to come see. That's all. So I'm not too far from the ground. I go to America, but I don't allow America to go in me. I only go in there and they come out of the place. If they are selling car, I don't go. They are buying house, I don't go. Because I know my limits. So I know my limitation and then I know where the red line was. So I won't go to there. Yeah. So that's it. And then when you look at in those days, money, Ipola, Dara, Ipola, Ipo, you were local, Hachimadi, Toyawa, Onikokuno, Onikokuno, Lasho, Amadeni Atata, Madentaiwa, Chumoto Riban Joba Lola, Nino, no Lomatico. Then when I told you I found Batayaro Coca to back out with her. That's another one. Then number 2, only share when share Ilewa, and they could share my jolly. Look at the minister in Abuja taking 150 billion. Look at least man making is a thief. But they don't even they don't bother about their name. Look at the Emefiele now. You know, I told you 3 months ago that the new money will come, but the Emefiele will run away. Be telling you that he's sick because automatically a lot of havoc has been committed. Whom are they pursuing? They wanted to attack Tinubu during the election. They wanted to attack Atiku and make Obi have his day. But Obi cannot rule Nigeria. Obi cannot win. Obi cannot win. Even secretariats he did not have. Obi did not know the number of people we have in Nigeria. That are even Tinubu too. Oh, Waloku Zabamadibu. Oh, Adomagu Zabavedibu. Oh, Waloku Zabamadibu. Ogun máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní next year sọfẹ́ ní pé ẹni tó lógun máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mélòó ló ti ń train lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ èèyàn mélòó ló fẹ́ já sí títí tó fẹ́ lọ jagun yẹn wá sì sọ fún mi tẹ́bi bá ń pa ẹ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ ìwọ ló máa ro ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló kù sí Buhari máa wá máa lọ Àtíkù Yáàdù àti Goodluck wá múlẹ̀ ti lọ so ọwọ́ gbogbo ló kù sí ẹlòmí yẹ kó lọ lé ọdún ọ̀sìn kó fi odidi oṣù méjì dákú kó tó máa lóhùn padà bọ̀lẹ̀ kó lè fáwọn èèyàn lówó lọ́hùn bọ̀dẹ̀ kò ní ṣe báńgà àti fóònù ló máa ń lọ tó fẹ́ rà fọdún ẹbí tó rà mọ̀ pé wà náà ló kù sí nígbà téèyàn ọlọ́mọ 9 àti ìyàwó kan tó ra adìyẹ ẹyọ kan ẹjọ báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ gé ìdàmúdà ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́dọọdún náà nìyẹn Ọlọ́run máa ṣe yanu Ọlọ́run ò ṣe yanu fọ́lẹ̀ and when you look at the Garden of Eden in the book of Genesis 1 and 2 only God said, let there be light, and there was light. The Lord also in what it was working. The Lord in action. When you look at the book of John 9 verse 5, only I must walk because the night is coming when I will not be able to walk again. Only I get it. And he was even telling us to go and take thesis. Take note, and note of a lesson from whom? From the ant. That's the book of Proverbs 6, from verse 6 to 10. And that's what he said. And when you look at the book of Genesis 5 and 6, he was telling them, he said when Gath was 400 years old, he begat a wife. But a lady of 12 years old is his virgin. The politicians are making love to these young ladies. So how look see. And then being a little boy marry, look see. To Bava Shalaro, Kelosigana, Kelava Shalaro, Kokon, Fedibu, Kokomi. Molebeba I'm Kimalosi Cameroon, Molebeba I'm Molebeba Kimalosi Libya. Can I bounce and we don't issue no? I want me lower. And don't face any Latin Bilosi Libya, to Babelosi Europe, or where no pussy. But don't let me down and make you not toku, but you turn on him. Because Bible says only no Matthew 26 and Matthew 27. Even in the book of Matthew and Luke 23 from verse 16 to 28, only a Dabara Basile. So allow the arm robbers to have their day. Then kill Jesus Christ. Then there was a time when Judas Iscariot now brought the money, which he collected in the book of Luke. When you look at the book of Luke 22, from 45 to 50, he said, and even the killing of Goliath in the Bible, 1 Samuel 17, 45 to 50, is in the hand of Goliath, the hand of God. When I've come to meet you, these 5 stones will do the justice, one out of it. And that was, so be it.